Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Granite Staters wake up to cold and snow. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
A reminder across much of New Hampshire this morning that while winter may officially be 2 months away, winter temperatures are not.
Your heat's not working this morning?
At LeBlanc Heating, the phones are ringing practically non-stop.
We've had to maneuver all of our scheduled cleanings.
Joy LeBlanc says this recent cold snap has forced them to prioritize their service calls, as some people are waking up without heat. And even then, they're forced to make choices.
Elderly are very important. Those are on the top of our list. And all those mothers that have young children that have the need for this heat.
Technicians for Denron Plumbing and HVAC are also running flat out. The cold prompting a surge in calls, including calls for frozen pipes.
Usually like somebody has didn't shut off their sill caulk outside their house, or a frozen pipe, say like in a kitchen sink.
With technicians so busy, Pickering says you should check some basic things first, maybe saving the cost of a service call.
I usually see it at least a few times a year where someone will turn off the furnace switch instead of the light switch.
And it's also a good time to take some safety precaution.
Making sure that their smoke detectors have batteries, making sure their CO monitors have batteries. We don't want to be running our heat without the protection in the house.
LeBlanc also recommends getting your heating service checked annually. With oil prices expected to be 20% higher than a year ago, that could end up saving you a lot of money. Reporting live in Manchester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News Now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very cold out there, and it was cold out there this morning and still chilly out there right now. Pedestrian in crosswalk struck by a vehicle in Malden. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
If you look at your plan...
So sorry.
Oh, no worry.
Dad, I'm with my banker. We're working on the loan and business plan. Can I call you right back?
Business plan? Banks don't do that. Oh, I finally got the squirrel in the attic.
Okay, great. Bye. Sorry.
Well, authorities have a part of this road shut down right now as they continue their investigation out here. Authorities say the driver did remain at the scene. We're told the victim was in the crosswalk at the time when that person was hit. Police say a pedestrian was hit by a car here in the area of Fellsway East and Savin Street in Malden. We're told the victim was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Fellsway East is closed right now while investigators with the crash reconstruction team work to try to piece this all together. We are still waiting to learn more details at this hour, but again, the victim was taken to an area hospital with life-threatening injuries. We'll have more for you tonight on News Center 5 before and 5 o'clock. Reporting live in Malden, Diane Cho, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Overall crime down year over year in Maine. Incidents of rape, homicides increase. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
The Landing at Cape Elizabeth, living your life meaningfully in the comfort of your home. Permanent and respite stays available with award-winning quality care. Ask us about a main bridge to home respite care in an assisted living setting. Call The Landing at Cape Elizabeth today.
Overall crime in Maine is down, but violent crime is up. The Department of Public Safety releasing its annual report today. Overall crime dropped about 8% from 2016 to 2017. It's the 6th year in a row that crime has decreased, for a total decline of about 47%, but it is not all good news. Reported rapes are up nearly 20%. In rural Maine, they're up about 40%. Assault, motor vehicle thefts, and homicide.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Thursday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you this evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in, the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in, the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in, the red and went down. Gold closed in, the green and went up. Oil closed in, the red and went down. US 10-year closed in, the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in, the green and went up. And VIX closed in, the green and went up. Dow falls more than 300 points as the market's October struggles presets. Stocks fell sharply on Thursday, adding to already steep losses for the month of October. The Dow Industrial Average dropped 327.23 points to 25,379.45, led by declines in Caterpillar. The S&P 500 fell 1.4% to 2,768.78 as consumer directory and tech sectors lagged. The Nasdaq pulled back 2.1% to close at 7,485.14. Overseas, China's Shanghai Composition dropped sharply. So not another good day on the Wall Street. Trump on whether Jamal Khashoggi is dead. Certainly looks that way. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Every child needs clothing to wear, and we discovered we can really help people with disabilities just by doing a few things differently with our Cat and Jack clothing. The really great part about working on this type of product is meeting the families.
I just hugged her. I just had to hug her and tell her how important this is. Thanks to the Cat and Jack adaptive line, Bentley just gets to be a kid for once.
Jamal Khashoggi is dead?
It certainly looks that way to me. It's very sad. It certainly looks that way.
Mr. President, what are you considering for possible consequences for Saudi based on those?
Well, it'll have to be very severe. I mean, it's bad stuff. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, and there you go on that video and report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a good rest of your Thursday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night, everyone. Bye.